Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. Welcome to your bonus reading. This is for the time frame of the Sun in Pisces. We're going to take a look at the past, present, and future energies around some kind of a situation or something as soon as Spirit lets me know what we're talking about here. Okay. So. Huh. Okay, so there's a little bit of confusion. It's this temporary problem, clouds. So whatever's going on, it's not going to last very long. It's like the weather, wait 5 minutes and it changes. And it seems to be around trying to put together a romantic situation or a party or something like that. If this is not your reading, it's a good time to check out your sun, moon, or rising, whatever one this isn't. So it says to get back to basics. And so that would be getting down into the details. So if there is something that has come up, and so even though it's a celebration party plan, it could be a trip that you're planning to take. It could be a get together with your friends. It feels like there's some kind of a gathering energy, especially with clouds. It feels like gathering energy, but it feels wow. So I tried to do a reading for you before, and I was confused by the energy of it. This is totally different reading, and yet some of the same cards are coming out. This one in the exact same place. So I think you're very apathetic about something. You're very apathetic. It's almost as though everybody wants to get together with you, and you're like, I don't know. I'm not sure I want to. I'm busy over here. I have things I'm doing, and that has no interest or value to me. And I think that it has the opportunity to be emotionally satisfying, but you're really busy on whatever it is that you're trying to bring in. But I do think that the important thing to know with these cards, when it's past, present, and future energy, the past has already happened. Can't change that, but you can learn something from it, right? That's where the lessons live. And then the present, though, that is where you have all of the power, because what you do now informs the future. So if there's anything you don't like in the future energy that doesn't really work for you, now would be the time, right? That's where all the power is here. Your overall energy here is you have this energy of the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is, it's this teacher-student energy. So there is an opportunity for you to learn something, to grow, to gain knowledge from someone. There's some kind of hierarchical situation around it. So it could be a parent. It could be your boss. There was an opportunity for you to maybe go on a business trip and I'm not interested in that. You missed some kind of an opportunity. It didn't strike you as emotionally interesting to you for some reason or the other. Here in the area of the heart space, you have the Knight of Swords, right? But there's this cup sitting there. And it's like you're trying to communicate your feelings, but you're struggling with the words, right? It's like I can't find the words for what it is I want. I'm not sure what I want. It feels very, very confusing, right? But this energy will pass. It's the clouds, right? It's a temporary energy where getting the clarity was really hard about understanding how you felt about something and being able to put it into words. Because this Wheel of Fortune, you were turning the Wheel of Fortune, but I don't think it was moving because I think you couldn't figure out what you wanted or how to say what you want. Like to express what you wanted to say so that others could understand it, or maybe you weren't clear on how you felt, so you couldn't find the right words. So there's very much this kind of hermity energy of pulling your energy in. So the current situation, you're still in your head instead of in your heart. Now, in the area of the heart and how you feel, we've got meditation. That's good. But it's the Two of Swords, which still means you're struggling to get out of your head and into your feelings. But it looks like you're absolutely trying to really go inside to get the information that you need. It kind of feels like a hermit kind of energy. What I do like is that up here in your thoughts is you are thinking about how do I put this creative idea out there, the Ace of Cups? How do I put this emotional energy out there? It might be a project. It could absolutely totally be a project, but it could be about there's someone that's interesting to you and you would like to meet up with them. So this romance, right? This celebration, this party. Maybe it's like how do I show up to meet the person that I want to be with, or how do I approach them? How do I talk to them? How do I speak my mind in a way they want to hear? And here you have to get back to the basics, and it's got a quill feather, which would be writing, which would be this. And so I think it's almost like instead of using a lot of words, and beating around the bush, I think it's about being pretty clear that you're interested. If you're interested in someone, you should let them know. And so instead of saying, hey, all my friends are getting together and we're going to go to the bar, and it would be, if you want to join us, say, hey, I really would like it if you would join me. I'm going to the bar with a bunch of my friends. I think you would have fun there. But that sounds more like an invitation special from you, not the, hey, if you got nothing else to do, why don't you show up, right? That demonstrates an interest. And so getting back to the basics, there's a need to bring things into balance. You have the Six of Pentacles, and this is giving and receiving. So in conversation, you put the energy out. If you get it back, great, you give some more. It's like giving and receiving. If someone's putting all the energy in and you're not putting any out, they're going to walk away from that. Like most people who value themselves are not going to hang around in a situation where somebody is not giving back anything emotionally to them when we're talking about a romantic kind of a situation. You have a lot of anxiety over this situation. I can see that. We have this really slow moving energy here. Oh, but you are so hung up on them. Here in the future, we got this Knight of Chalices, and he is just daydreaming. You are daydreaming about this person, and you're so anxious. I don't know. Do they like me? Do they not? Do they like me? Do they not? And here, the thoughts, though, are very methodical and planning it out. And it's so funny because this is so organized in your thoughts about how do I proceed forward with this situation because I don't want to mess this up because I really, really like this person. And there's a lot of daydreaming energy here. Let's see if we can't get you some advice about this situation, because I think it is really going to be about putting in energy to match the energy that you are receiving. I want to say getting a good night's sleep is going to be way better than sitting up and wondering if they like you or not. I think the clearer you are in your conversation. Like you have find your sacred flow and inflow with money. Okay, so these came out secondarily. I think it's mostly about being in flow with energy. It's like just be in flow. Like it doesn't need to be so organized and so planned. If someone says, hey, you want to go do something and you really like them, make time to go. Like that's how you get the wheel moving in your favor. And if you want to invite somebody, make sure they understand that you're inviting them to come and be with you. Because if you say something like, hey, a bunch of us are getting together, why don't you join us? And they show up and they don't realize that you invited them. And one of the friends that are there engages them in conversation. The next thing you know, they're dating. And you're like, I don't understand that. I invited her or I invited him. What are they doing with that other person? Because you didn't make your intention clear. So there's a need for some clarity here. Look, you have the card of accept and receive. This is the Six of Pentacles energy. Accept. If someone's offering some energy toward you, accept it, receive it, and then you're going to need to give back also, right? But there's a balancing act here. Really interesting. Small successes are likely now and bigger ones are on the way. Again, we have money coming up though. Finances could improve dramatically, but avoid get-rich-quick schemes. So for some of you who are dreaming about this idea that has to do with money, a creative project, and you're just daydreaming about it, you're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to plan something out and take care of it. And again, there's no reason to be staying up all night. Put it on paper, write it down, and then go to sleep, right? So I do think some of you may have a creative idea that you want to put out and birth out into the world. But wow. But for those of you that this is about romance, you know, the Hierophant being there reminds me to tell you that we attract in sometimes teachers, and when you're asking for a relationship, ask for a relationship where you are both equally yoked, right? This balance, this giving and receiving and balance, that you aren't looking for a teacher and you aren't looking to be a teacher. You want to be in a very balanced relationship that allows you to both grow and to grow together possibly, but to grow equally, right? And so you have inspiration. So for some of you, though, there is an idea that was very inspiring to you that you think could bring in financial success for you. And I think that instead of sitting here letting it pass you by, pick up that cup and run with it, because you have the card of inspiration. The mystical power of water has brought you new passions, inspirations, and a burst of creative energy, feeling, and sensations that can be overwhelming at times. Use this opportunity to manifest your desires with your intuition and emotional intelligence. If there's something or someone that is interesting to you, take some action steps toward it or them, right? Don't sit on the sidelines of your life. Wow, quite the reading. All right, Aquarius, if you like this kind of reading, please let me know. You guys take great care. Go for it. All right, talk to you soon.